They say you have to go to the cinema to see new Avatar, or you have to see the new Pyramids of Giza, or you have to leave school and start your own business. I tell you frankly,
I don't know.
But I know there is a time in life to do things that will pay off in the old age. And no, these are not pyramids schemes in Egypt or student loans. Today, I have a list of things to do or not to do before your 30th birthday. Are you ready? So, let's go! When are you going to show us your girlfriend or boyfriend? Are you already thinking about getting married? You have only one child. Do you think about another one? I'm an old-fashioned guy and I think that family is a great value in a man's life. But take your time putting it on. The fact that your mother, your grandmother and parents ask you questions and put pressure on you doesn't mean you should give up to them. The fact that your friends from college are already married and have a child doesn't mean that you have to. Resist this pressure, mate. First, get to know yourself, date and find out who you want to create a family with. Plus family is a big expense. Yeah, mate. Suppose you are in the beginning on your professional path. In that case, you will be responsible for first, increasing your value on the labor market, and second, setting aside a certain amount of cash that will be your security. Give yourself time to settle down and get to know life. Okay, we talk about money, but remember, relationships will be deeper and much more likely to last if you wait a bit. With age, our emotional maturity and mental balance increase, and this is the deciding factor when it comes to relationships. So, get to know life and don't give up the pressure of friends and family, mate. It is said that no matter how many friends or family members are around you, in the most challenging moments, we are always alone. There's a lot of truth to that. Feel and understand the forces that affect you. Understand your emotions. Go deep inside yourself. You can't do that when you are constantly surrounded by other people. I know, we are animals. We need others. But it is in solitude that we gain knowledge about ourselves. People say they only need second halves to be happy. They jump from relationship to relationship. Don't be like this. Find solace in solitude. Remember that only you have power over your emotions. Only you can give yourself happiness. If you are not happy being alone with yourself, you won't be satisfied in a relationship. Don't base your well-being on what other people say or do. Learn to be good to yourself, and then valuable people will appear around you. And the most important, don't be afraid to lose someone if they make you choose. I wouldn't say I like minimalism, but I appreciate the Stoic philosophy. It's not about, reducing your needs to an absolute minimum, but understanding you really want more and more because consumer desires cannot be satisfied. Learn to save for it. If you earn, put aside a certain amount of money and let it be your safety pillow. I have 3 crucial budgets and I recommend you build them. First, an emergency budget. Always have $1,000 in it. If you need, to fix a car, or you have problem with your teeth, or do anything that can happen to you suddenly, you have the money for it. The second budget is the so-called financial pillow. That's 6 times my monthly salary. It gives you an incredible sense of freedom because you know that no matter what happens, you can hold on for 6 months. And that's more than enough time to solve problems and get back on track. Besides, does your boss hurt you? Is your job affecting your cycle? You can always say goodbye. Bye-bye. The third budget is savings for a house. But for you, it can be study, a new car, a trip around the world. It's your decision. Unfortunately, we live in a country where little attention is paid to financial education. So, educate yourself. Put it off and you will see how quickly it will become a habit. It may seem trivial, but it's a basic skill that I don't know why it is disappearing. Cooking is literally the only activity, unfortunately, that I enjoy because of the process. I don't even have to eat it. It's enough that my loved ones have full bellies. Cooking, and it's proven, has therapeutic properties. But that's not the most important thing. First, box diets, ready meals or restaurants are only sometimes available to you. It is worth knowing how to cook to be independent. I gave up my box diet because I turned my back on it. I prefer to cook for myself because it is healthy, and I advise you to do the same. If you are a guy and cook well, You automatically get a plus from women. Learn to make 2 dishes and that's enough for now. Believe me, if you give your crush breakfast in bed and it's more than Nutella sandwiches, you automatically rank higher. Your 20s are the perfect time to try life and break your inner patterns. Don't lock yourself in a bubble of your habits and life roots. If you go to the cinema on weekends, go to theater. Try new things, learn something new. Join a group martial art class, start swimming. Even if you don't like it, it's not wasted time. This approach will allow you to improve your life based on the collected information. It will broaden your horizons and enrich you as a person. And in the future, it will be an advantage. It will make you an interesting person. The same applies to travel. Of course, it's about something other than seeing these famous pyramids in Giza. If you have never traveled beyond the borders of your city, go somewhere for the weekend. It doesn't have to be far. Want to know what turns me on? Backpacking. There is a beautiful Pacific Crest Trail in the USA, Camino de Compostela in Europe, and Kumano Kodo in Japan. You don't have to go from beginning to end. Do a little part. Feel the wildness. This experience will be fundamental to your life. Life is not about being stuck in a hamster wheel, work, home, sleep, repeat. Life has much to show. You need to get out of the house and see it. This experience will positively influence the rest of your life. This episode is the first part of 2 about things to do before your 30s. If you can't wait for the next part, subscribe to our channel. This allows us to grow stronger and make better and better materials. Thanks for being with us, mate. See you next Thursday.